So, I was asked what shows or movies that I watched that I refused to finish. There are plenty of movies that I stopped watching with full intention of continuing later, but never got around to it. And some shows that I walked away from and never looked back. Today, I want to talk about Christmas movies that I refuse to finish watching or watch again. So the other week, I was talking about the Tatiana Ali Lifetime Christmas movies I spent a weekend watching. I enjoyed most of them, but there was one that I could not finish watching, Jingle Bell. It's about a woman who has to return to her hometown and write a Christmas song with her ex-boyfriend. Everything is going well until the boss from the advertising agency she works at hears the song and decides to use it in an ad campaign for an important client they have. Instead of asserting herself and letting her boss know that she can't give her a song that she did not write by herself, Jingle Bell, as everyone calls her, lets her boss walk all over her. And I stopped watching right there. This wasn't even a good conflict. It was basically a Three's Company misunderstanding. I hate when simple misunderstandings become overblown problems. And that's why I refuse to finish watching this movie. A couple of years ago, I was watching Last Christmas, a movie starring Daenerys Stormborn from Game of Thrones. Her character was very flaky, but okay, characters need to have flaws in order to have an arc. I can't tell you much of what happened in this movie because I didn't make it out of the first act. Basically, Khaleesi was supposed to close the Christmas themed store that she worked in for the night. And what does she do? She not only leaves the store without locking up, she leaves the keys in the door. She runs to an audition because she's a singer and she wants to sing professionally. Does she think of the keys after the audition? No, she goes for a walk around the city all night. The next morning, she goes back to where she's staying temporarily. And does she think of those keys? Not even a little bit. At this point, I had enough and I stopped watching the movie. If she can't care what happens to her, why should I? And finally, the movie I'll never watch again, The Family Stone. I hated this movie because I hated that family. I know we're supposed to dislike Sarah Jessica Parker's character, but I felt sorry for her. She didn't deserve to be exposed to such a stuck-up, snooty family. Back then, I didn't have the freedom of walking away from a movie. I needed to finish what I started. Not anymore. I know now if I were to encounter The Family Stone now, I would stop halfway through. So, what are some Christmas movies you refuse to finish or watch again? Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.